Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on Saturday, December 9th. Hey, y'all know we do here on the weekend, so I bring in all the best handicappers from Pick Dogs, the best handicappers on the planet, and we cook up this action for you guys, man. It's a lighter card across all sports. Usually we've been jam-packed with college football on this day. NBA has kind of gone big on Saturdays thus recently, but one NBA game, one college football game, and then we know what we got in college hoops. So one of those days, it's a money-making day. And without further ado, man, let's go ahead and hop right into the show. Let's bring in my main man. I ain't talked to him really in 2 days. I wonder if he's missed me. Let's ask him. Roof.
What?
What's up, my man?
Did I miss you? Like the flowers miss the rain. That's one of my favorite songs, by the way. Yeah, we miss you. We roll on. Every day goes by, but you know what? Like I said, we did miss you. The butt groove is still in your seat on the morning show panel. Don't worry.
He tried to feel it. Did he do okay?
He filled it. He moved the chair around, so you're gonna have to move the settings back a little bit. A little bit of a pain in the ass that way, but overall, he filled in admirably. But how was Vegas?
Oh my God, it was fun, man. Quick 24 in and out. I thought I could handle it better than maybe I am. I'm getting a little older.
Oh my God.
Nah, I'm just playing. It was a ton of fun, man. I got to see it happen exactly how I thought it would. My guy Halliburton got busy on Milwaukee, man. And them boys got a championship game today. We'll see if they can get it done in that game, man. It's Vegas was fun though. It was 24 in Vegas, so you can imagine how that went. I met up with Tony Brown. Saw Tony Brown. We got something to eat. So it was fun. It was fun.
Dude, Tony Brown knows the best places. I'll tell you. Where did he take you?
Tacos was hidden.
Oh, he took you for tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he took me to Flights in Planet Hollywood on the Miracle Mile. That's where you got to go.
Oh, for sure. We'll be back out there soon. I love that place, man. It's just
it's a playground. It's so much fun.
I love that place, man. But hey, man, it's a day to make some money. It's a beautiful money-making day. Again, like I said at the top, not as much action as usual, but still plenty of places to be. College hoops, right in your wheelhouse. I know college hoops is like your second favorite sport. At least you cover it that way. College hoops for me, I'm still trying to find my way, navigate my way through some of these teams. I don't necessarily know who all of them are. So it's, you got to kind of try to navigate and find out who they are. You seem to know everybody on every team like the back of your hand. Talk to me. We're looking at college hoops today.
Oh, actually, we're not looking at college hoops. We're going to look at college football today.
We're going to college football. My bad.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Like you said, 70% of the earth is covered by water. The other 30% is covered by college basketball Saturday. We got for each. I'm going to look at the lone college football game on the board. I'm going to go to this Army-Navy game. And, there have been certain things that you don't do in life. You don't spit in the wind. You don't, Mitch said, you don't tug on Superman's cape. And you also don't bet against the under in service academy games. However, this is historically low. We're at 27.5 for this total. And like I said, this has been a byproduct of a bunch of things. The book's finally catching on to these service academy under trends. The Iowa unders being a big thing this season. And like I said, now it's gotten to a point where I think it's just too far gone. I think we kind of have to ride the over in this game. Because you look, 2 touchdowns from both sides gets us over this number. And this has been a hotly contested rivalry, as long as I can remember. It's the Commander-in-Chief's trophy. Of course, these guys are going to want to go out and fight for it, but they're also both fighting for bowl eligibility as well. So there's a ton at stake in this game. And it wouldn't surprise me if we needed overtime as well. And when you have a total of 27.5, overtime can be a bit of a death knell. So I like the over here for a couple of different reasons, though. For both these teams, they run the option offense heavy. And Navy, they're 30th in rushing yards, but they were run over earlier this season by Air Force. On the other side, Navy 14th in rushing, but Army, for seeing the option as much as they do, 114th in rushing yards allowed. So I expect big plays to be broken off in this game and for there to be at least 28 points scored. I'm going with the over.
Roof going sharp, taking the over in the service academy game. But when I kind of look at it, I agree. these haven't been the typical Army Navy teams to me, at least thus far this year. I saw Army come out earlier this year throwing deep passes. It really threw me for a loop. I think I faded them. What game was that? I don't know. I gotta figure out what game that was. Where they came out just throwing the ball. I was sick to my damn stomach.
Game. Well, you saw it with Navy this year because Navy made a coaching change in the offseason. They went from Ken. I'm not going to try to butcher his last name. I think it's Numiatalolo. He was there for like 20 years, and he was heavy on the option offense. And they brought in a new guy this season. He tried to implement a bit more of a passing game. Army did the same. Air Force has done the same. I think they realized that you can't just rely on the option anymore. You got to have a little bit of a different facet to your game, and that's where the passing games come in.
I'm trying to figure out what game that was. I forgot. It might have been UTSA game. It might have been early. He had, what did that quarterback have? He had 7 for 17, 133 yards, a tub. Yeah. I knew it kind of, I don't know if it was that game specifically, but basically the premise here is I've seen Army come out and try to throw that ball this year. And usually don't do that. And it might be some points here. I'm with you. I kind of lean towards the over here in this one too.
Yeah, I think it's just about time. Like I said, I think it's the unders have run its course. Maybe next year, if the lines start to go back to normal a little bit, maybe if this line was at 31, 32, I'd probably be able to convince myself to the over, but 27.5 is just too low for me here.
There you go. Ruffalo on the over. Like I was saying, I know you know college hoops like the back of your hand. So today is one of those days to hop on with you for sure. I know you locked and loaded over there. We got some decent hockey action today too. NBA. It's a lot of action on the board. What you got for sale for the guys over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Okay, I got a ton going on today. Got my NBA play for the in-season tournament finals, a $19 play for college hoops, a couple of college hoops packages as well for the daily packages, as well as an NHL pass. But like you said, best value is to go long term. I think the 3-day and the 7-day are less than buying each of the packages individually today, and it's going to cover you for multiple days of action. NFL Sunday tomorrow. You know, the list goes on and on. Like you said, I'm locked and loaded. Got a ton of action on the board. So whether it's just with me or someone else,
sure, man. Ruffalo is a guy that covers it all extensively. Hop on a long-term pass with my guy Chris, man. Get every single play he releases, every single sport for the duration of the package that you scoop up. Ruffalo, appreciate you as always, and we'll talk some more later on today, as always. And tomorrow, hopefully, you're here for the round tables. We talk some NFL.
Sounds good. See you then.
Appreciate you, Roof. It's my guy Chris, moving right along with the best show on the planet, Money Making Saturday. Best handicappers with me on the planet. Smash that like button for us. Let's keep it moving. Man. Let's bring in my guy, David Racy. David.
What's going on, Jay? How you doing today?
What's up, my man? Nothing much. Just back home like I never left. A little sore. I got a crick in my neck, but, you know, it happens.
Yeah, those 24-hour trips out to Vegas can get you. I know I did one for that first bowl Saturday for college football a few years back. Just flew in, like, I think Saturday morning, flew out Saturday night. Was only there for the bowl games, and yeah, it was a good time.
Yep, I love that city, man. I love that city to death. Be back soon.
Few places are like that. It is. It's a lot of fun.
It's almost not real. Vegas, I think it's not real. It's like you're entering like a simulation or something.
Yeah, that's pretty
like,
accurate.
For me, when I'm coming in from Dallas, I like a window seat on a plane. You're just so from Dallas to Vegas, you see nothing but desert the whole way there. Nothing but straight desert, like the whole way.
How long of a flight is it?
3.
Okay.
Nothing but straight desert, and then all of a sudden, boom.
You're there.
It's beautiful, just city, just in the middle of nowhere. Just it's crazy.
Exactly. I know. And with gambling, you know, being legalized across the states, you know, I don't get out to Vegas as much as I would like to. But yeah, definitely always worth the trip when you go out there.
For sure. I know I already got another one playing. Mitch dragging me out for March Madness. He ain't have to drag me too hard.
Oh man, that would be a great time. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I'm going in. I might try to sneak in one more before then. We'll see.
I feel like you got to go for a Cowboys playoff game.
That would be pretty lit. We'll see. Them boys got a huge game tomorrow. I can't wait for that one. Your Lions got a good game tomorrow too with a divisional opponent. Last time it was a little sticky, and that line looks like the books think it might be a little sticky tomorrow too.
I know. You don't know what you're going to get from this Lions team nowadays, and it's supposed to be windy, which is not Goff's forte. So could be interesting. I don't know. I'm just trying to cling into this division. The Packers and Vikings keep winning, which concerns me, but Lions are still in the driver's seat. So I'm still feeling good, but in the back of my head, I just know that Lions collapse could potentially be coming.
Yep. I think you're fine. We'll see. It's a money-making Saturday, David. We got a ton of action going on today, mainly college hoops. What we looking at free pick wise for the guys today?
Yeah, I'm actually going to go to the NHL. We have the Ottawa Senators taking on the Detroit Red Wings. Ottawa comes into this one with a 10-11 record. They've lost 4 out of their last 6 games. They've been pretty streaky this year. They seem to string wins together, string losses together. Not a whole lot of back and forth. You look at their last 10 games or so: lost 3, won 3, won 2. So bit of a streaking team. They lost to the Maple Leafs last time out by a score of 4-3. But defensively, Ottawa has struggled recently. They've allowed at least 4 goals in 4 of their last 6 games. Coming against this Detroit team, while they don't play the best defense, they are a very good offensive team. The Red Wings, they have scored at 5 goals exactly in 5 of their last 6, and they are rolling right now. I know they lost to the Sharks, but they scored 5 goals in that game. They did blow a 4-0 lead. But this Detroit team is exciting, and it's fun to watch them. They just signed Patrick Kane. It'll be interesting to see how he impacts the team. But that Detroit defense has been a little worrisome. Like I said, they lost to the Sharks last time out. They blew a 4-0 lead, lost 6-5 in overtime. They started V.A. Husso in that one. But today they're going with Alex Lyon in net, and Lyon has been very good in goal for Detroit. He started the year with a 4-1 record, and he's only allowed 5 goals in his last 4 games. So I think this Detroit team at home against a decent Ottawa team is the play here. Detroit is 8-3-3 at home. They're 14-7-4 on the season, and they're currently 3rd in the Atlantic Division. So they're off to a great start, playing some really solid hockey, and I think Lyon and net will be the difference here as they play a little bit better defense. So I'm going with the Red Wings here at home.
I just realized that for some reason, like my scheduling thing be off. I didn't realize there was this many goddamn hockey games today.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Like for some reason, when I look at the card, like it tells me that my Friday is like they showed me Friday's card. I don't know. But Red Wings.
What are you using? What are you using to look at the games?
Right here, this one is ESPN, but I checked multiple though. It was 2 of them, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just discombobulated. We'll see.
You're still adjusted back.
Yeah, man, it happens. But them Red Wings today, they definitely are the better team. Can we trust the Senators on the road? Can we?
Well, what's interesting is Ottawa, they've played 21 games this year, and they've only played 5 on the road, which is just crazy to me. I don't know why. Maybe it's not crazy to everyone else, but it just seems like they should have played more than 5 road games in their first 21 games. So they haven't played a ton on the road, struggling defensively. And like I said, this Detroit team, while they don't play much defense, they score a ton of goals. They're exciting to watch. Like I said, the defense is a worry, but I like the goaltender in that today. They've been rotating 3 goalies throughout the year, and Lyon has been the best one of the 3. So I'm hoping he comes up with a few huge stops because that Detroit defense will give up some chances to Ottawa.
There you go. My God, David Racy, man. What you got for sale today over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I got a little bit of everything today going over on Pick Dogs Premium. I got to play in the 1 college football game today, the Army versus Navy game. I got a few college basketball games, and then I have 3 NHL games later tonight. I've been killing it on the NHL. Hope to stay hot here today, but like Chris said, value is on the long-term packages, so head on over to Pick Dogs Premium. Check it out, or pair me up with another cat, or pair me up with Jay, and let's have a good Saturday.
Let's do it. Let's make some money on this money-making Saturday. I appreciate you as always, David.
And the good news is the Pistons can't hurt me today.
No, they cannot. They really upset me the other day. What was that?
That was against Memphis, right?
What day was that, though? Was that Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday, I think, or Thursday.
They were my play of the day that day. David, I really thought that was the spot, man.
I did too.
Get the dub. They played well through 3 quarters. My guy Bojan was at their back. He was hooping. Killian Hayes actually looked good for a couple of quarters. And then all of a sudden.
I'm so glad they drafted Hayes over Halliburton in that 2020 draft. That was a great pick. And then they go to Orlando. And I know I tweeted at Wayne yesterday, and they lose by like 30 points. And like they're not even competitive. At this point, I'm hoping I think the record's 25 straight losses. Let's go. Let's go to the moon. Let's take this thing.
Let's see. They got it's ugly. They got the Pacers on Monday, Sixers back-to-back Wednesday, Friday. Then they got the Bucks.
Atlanta. Yeah.
Then Atlanta. Their best chance is to beat the Jazz at home on the 21st. I think that's where the bleeding stops.
Yeah. Yeah. And we thought that against Memphis too, and we saw how that went.
We do. The thing about the Jazz is the Jazz are ass on the road. The Jazz have played like 12 games on the road. I want to say 10 of them they've been beaten by 20 plus.
It's going to be a race to the bottom in that one for sure.
It will. Yes, it will. Appreciate you, David, and we'll talk soon as always.
All right, I appreciate it, Jay. Good luck today.
Appreciate it. I need it. It's my guy, David Racy. Always love talking with him. I promise you guys, I didn't realize it was that many hockey games today. I'm kind of mad. I got to put in a few premium. I like some of them hockeys today. If you know me, you know what I like today, too. You already know. I might give it to y'all for free at the end. We'll see. Y'all already know, though. Now I don't even got to say it. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Next up, Big Al McMorty. What's up, Big Al?
Not much. Just looking forward to the day's action. Lots of good games today, Jay.
I know. College hoops is stacked. I still haven't even wrapped my head fully around all of it. It's college hoops, man. And it's like, it's to me, it's one of the, I love it because if you can get on the right team, you can really ride them all the way. Because the books, it seems like they don't adjust quite as well in college hoops as they do in other sports. This is just my opinion. But also, you don't really know what's going on the day-to-day with these college hoops teams. The rotation can flip on his head. And I don't know. College hoops it's I love it, but I hate it in the same breath. It's a money maker.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's the best sport to make money in just because of the volume.
Yeah.
I mean, there are 22 more times, college basketball games than, football games. So lots of money to be made.
See, and for a guy kind of like you who is really situational, I see why you love college hoops. I really do. For me, somebody who loves to watch games and know who the guys are, it's almost impossible.
Yeah, then you'd be stretched too thin. It's impossible to be able to watch all the games. I mean, you can't. I mean, they're just not on TV. You can't watch, North Carolina A&T versus, whoever. But I mean, I guess you can if you've got, ESPN. I know Ron Romanelli's always watching those, little conference games.
Yes, he is. But, yes, he is.
But you can't watch them all.
Cannot. You can't. But you can find your spots, attack them, and make a good amount of money. And I know that's exactly what we're trying to do today. And you're one of the best in the business to help us do that. It's a money-making Saturday. What are we looking at free pick-wise for the guys today?
Yeah, I'm going to look at the Gonzaga Washington Husky game, Jay.
Good game.
Yeah, it's a great game. Before Mark Few arrived on the scene in Spokane, the Washington Huskies were 28-5 in the series versus Gonzaga. Maybe 29-5. I forget the exact record. But with Few as coach, the Bulldogs have won 13 of the last 14, including the last 7 in a row. Gonzaga is also 9-0 ATS versus the Huskies when the Zags have not been favored by more than 10 points. So a lot of people will be interested and will take Gonzaga because of the series dominance. I'm not going to take Gonzaga today. I'm going to look at the Washington Huskies side. And part of it is the fact that they are playing with revenge. And when you take a look at how teams do when they're playing with revenge from a loss the previous season to a non-conference foe, if those teams have also lost the 6 prior meetings overall, then those teams have covered the spread 61% over the last 33 years if they weren't getting 6 or more points. Here, of course, the point spread's 4. So that bodes well for Washington as a 4-point home dog. And also this season, and, it does come with a caveat, it's this season only, but this season, home underdogs have been doing really, really, really well versus opponents off a straight up win. They're 61-34 ATS on the season. And so that bodes well for the Washington Huskies as well, because of course Gonzaga's off a straight up win. So I'm going to take Washington plus the 4 points.
Last game of the night, Gonzaga, Washington. It should be a good one. Yeah, Gonzaga, they haven't been a fun fade this year. They haven't. But I mean, it sometimes is fun trying to buck the trend, and when you're right. So I see a pathway here where Washington can make some noise in this game.
Well, I do too.
It's one of those days, man. Like you said, that's the last game on the card, but how many before that? 70, 100?
Oh, jeez, I'm not going to count.
Right.
More than that.
I know. And I know you probably got half of them.
No, I've got a small card today.
Okay. I'm thoroughly surprised.
I am too. I was
premium.
Yeah, no, I was very happy I didn't have a lot of games today, to be honest with you. It's nice to, get a little bit of a relative breather. I mean, for me, not a lot of games. For a lot of people, is a lot of games. I've got 5 college basketball. I've got 1 college football and 1 hockey. So 7 plays total today, Jay. Off to a really good start in both basketball and hockey. And hockey, I haven't had a lot of plays, but I'm 7-3. Basketball, I have had a lot of plays. I'm 88-59 on the season. And it looks to be a really decent card today. And then I've already posted some NFL plays for tomorrow. We got the NFL started off on the right foot on Thursday with the over in the New England-Pittsburgh game. And I've got, I think, 7 or 8 plays tomorrow already in pro football. So
there you go.
It's a good card.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say, if folks missed it, they can also listen to Jay and myself and Mitch go over all the NFL games on the card. We do a weekly NFL podcast on Wednesday afternoon. So that's on the archive if folks want to listen to it. It's a lot of entertaining conversation as well.
Every week, man. Every week. Just never know where the combo might take us. But at the premise, we're going through every NFL game, and I love doing that show. It's an early look for me. Kind of gives me a chance to get my feet wet early in the week and just do some early in the week homework. And it's paid dividends, man. So I hope it's paid dividends for you guys as well. Tune in to our show early in the week on Wednesdays. Go through every single NFL game. Hey, you also have another product, and we're going to bring in our main man to help talk us about that a little bit. Mr. Don Club, Mr. Eric. What's up, Eric?
So first of all, there is 102 bettable games today in college basketball. I've already I got a little trick where I can click a button on my computer and see exactly how many bettable games there are. So there's 102 college basketball bettable games. So if you think about that, that's like 200. That's double with the totals if you're a totals guy. So he had, back to what Al was saying on the all access, not only did he have the over at half that was over by halftime, it was a 6-unit release. Today, for all you listeners out there, we're rocking and rolling. We got an 8-unit release, a 6-unit release, a 6-unit release, a 5-unit release, a 5-unit release, and some other additional games. Remember, not only with the all access do you get the games, you get them rated, and then you have the ability to ask Al about additional games. Tomorrow, Al has already released a 10-star play with a 7, a 6, a 4, a 2, and a 1, and some additional plays. So like I said, we're running that 5-day trial offer that a lot of people have been taking advantage of. It's $200 a day, 5 days for $1,000. You send me a text at 775-636-7676. You get access to all his plays. And, back to what Al was saying, Jay, I'm more with the Al side. I can't watch these games. So I kind of like that all these games that he plays, like they wouldn't even be, most of these games wouldn't be, I'm not going to name the teams. They wouldn't, Al knows they wouldn't even be broadcast on TV anyway.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday we had plays on, North Carolina A&T plus 22. I mean,
That's how
most people aren't watching the game, but they pay the same. So
They sure do.
So guys, send me a text. He's got a full card of action. As always, he can add additional plays throughout the day. And like I said, between today's 8-6-6-5-5-1-1, and then we got tomorrow's 10-7-6-4-2-2 and 1. We got plenty of action for you.
And today's actually a strange day. Of the 5 top-rated college basketball players, I think 3 of them are Power 5 conference teams.
Exactly.
Most of them are the teams you've heard of as opposed to the teams you haven't heard of.
Exactly. So yeah, hit it. And then again, the ratings is where it's at. Even though he's 88 and 59, you're up more if you're a rated player. But again, it's not for everybody, which is why it's a little pricey. Like I said, if you're a smaller player, as always, you can head over to pickdogs.com. But again, 5 days for a dime. You can send me a text and I'll get you guys set up. And that's it.
There you go. Appreciate both of you guys. Appreciate you, Big Al.
Appreciate you, Jay.
And we'll talk hopefully either tomorrow or soon. We text all the time, so we'll talk.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk. Good luck to you guys.
Thank you, sir. And Eric, we'll bring you back here in a little bit.
All right, you got it, buddy.
Let's keep it moving, man. Best show on the planet, Money Making Saturday. I love this shit, man. I really, really do. And I love talking to this next guy right here. Y'all know his work is well documented. If you didn't know, I was just in Vegas, and I can confirm I saw him, and he does work there.
I work for
Nelly, man. I saw you out there, man. I know you work in Vegas now, man. I figured it out.
Yeah, I'm a ultimate Texas Hold'em dealer, so I'm always saying, player is showing a royal flush. But it's good. When you said light card, I kind of raised my eyebrows. A light card, too. I mean, got 100 college basketball games. It hasn't been light for me, but only one college football game, so. Next Saturday, I believe we're going to get some bowl games and then every Saturday after that. So get some more college football under, those big bowl games. But yeah, I'm doing good, Jay. Hopefully you're doing well. I know you had a nice trip in Vegas, a fun game to watch. I had the Pacers with you in that game, and I'm excited to watch that championship tonight.
I'm excited to watch it tonight too. This is what I will say. It's a home game for the Lakers. That's what I will tell you.
Yep.
It's a home game for the Lakers. When I was out there was 2 groups of people out there in Vegas when I was out there. It was the rodeo folk, the rodeos out there.
Oh, yeah.
Ton of rodeo folk. And then the other half is Laker fans. That's it. That's all that's out there. I was genuinely surprised how many Laker fans were there. I even felt like the Pacers-Bucks game, half the venue were Laker fans. So it's going to be a hell of a game today, though. The Pacers, they're hungry. I can't wait to watch that one tonight. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a real good game.
It's a perfect matchup because, you got the young, small market, I think one of the lowest payrolls in the NBA going up against King James and, a guy that's done it everywhere, championships left and right. So it's who's going to take it? Is it going to be the experience or the young guys? Should be a good one.
It's going to be a good one, man. I like the in-season tournament. We'll see how the finale shakes out. Hey, like you said, like Eric just told me, 102 college hoops today. God damn. I know the bank shot breakdown is posted. Ready to rock. Well, let's give them another one, man. What are we looking at today, free pick wise for the guys?
Yeah, I have to talk about your favorite Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference team in Canisius. Jay had season tickets to the Golden Griffins last year, but he canceled them this season, unfortunately. But we got Canisius and Pittsburgh, and Canisius 6-4 this season. They've been pretty good against the number, but I don't love this spot for them. And we take Canisius all the time on the bank shot breakdown, but not a great matchup for them. They still don't have Taj Stavetsky, who was really, for me, going into the season, their best player, and they've been able to manage without him. But defensively, I don't think they hold up in this game. Pittsburgh, a really strong offense. They can shoot it from anywhere on the court. They don't turn the ball over much, and they're a very good rebounding team on both sides of the court. Should be able to score at will in this game. Canisius' defense, I think, has gotten really fortunate this season. They're not really forcing tough shots. They're actually their opponents are getting pretty good looks. They're just not cashing in on those looks. Canisius right now 3rd in the country in 3-point defense. I don't think that holds up as the season continues, especially in a game like this. And this line looks really heavy, but Canisius being a winning team and Pittsburgh not being as dominant to start the year. They've lost 2 of their last 3, but this looks like a really good feel-good blowout win spot for Pittsburgh at home, where they play their best basketball, as most teams do. With Pittsburgh's pace of play and Canisius's issues and kind of overratedness on defense, I think Pittsburgh wins this game in a blowout. So I'm going to lay the points with the Panthers. Oh, I think you're on mute.
Sorry. Fading Canisius, man. I can't believe it.
Your boys, your Golden Griffins.
I can't believe it, man. But I get it though. Like you said, everything you said, the Panthers, they typically have played their best basketball at home. I'm gonna be honest, this game was not one of those that are on my radar while you were talking. I kind of just, try to do a quick look through. But I'm gonna rock with you here. I'm gonna rock with you. It's 102. This was one of the ones not on my radar, but that's why we got Romanelli. He's deep in them conferences that a lot of us may not be looking at, man. And you can, like Big Al just told us a minute ago, you can find and make a lot of money betting those games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially early in the season, in my opinion, you can find some weaker lines and sometimes. So this is one of those games where I think Canisius, give them credit for what they've done so far, but I think the buck stops here.
There you go, Ron the Don. It's a money-making day. What you got for sale today over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, we're red hot right now in the premium area on the Bank Shot breakdown. Got 9 straight Bank Shot best bet winners in the premium area. You're looking for number 10 today. It's a late game, and I got also 2 other plays. One of them's my early winner for an early afternoon game. Another one's a long-term exclusive. So check out those long-term plans. I also got my college basketball all-access season pass where you'll get every single one of my college basketball premium plays from now until they cut the nets down in April. So check it out at Pick Dogs Premium. Look to keep rolling.
Did I hear that straight? You're going for 10 straight on your top play in college hoops?
Yeah, we hit 9 in a row. Last night was Navy. They didn't make it easy for us, but they got the cover. And looking for number 10 tonight.
And how much is that top play?
That is $19, that top play.
So you're going for 10 straight. It's only $19.
Yeah, it's a great deal. Great deal.
I mean, it sounds like
basically a charity act.
Yeah. Sounds too good to be true to me, man. Y'all better jump on that right now, man, and continue to cash tickets with my guy, Ron the Don. I always love talking with you, my man, and we'll talk some more soon.
All righty, Jay. Good luck.
Appreciate you. Let's make some money today. Let's keep killing them. Ron Romanelli, man, confirmed he works in Vegas, but he's also helping y'all make some money too. So I always love Ron the Don. Let's bring in another guy I love talking with, man. One of the sharpest dudes on the planet, Jovan Burtz. What's up, Jovan?
Hey, what's going on, Jay? How you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Still trying to recover, but it was fun. 24 in and out, but I'm back in the city and I'm back trying to help people make some money today on this loaded card.
Oh man, I wish I had it like you, man. Just to say shoot out to Vegas for a hot one, especially on that IST.
Hey, it was fun, man. I had to go see Halliburton get busy. It was a 2-for-1. I love Vegas, and to go see NBA in Vegas, it just aligned itself. It just made sense.
Oh yeah, listen, I saw it from the TV screen, man. It looked like it was lit out there, man.
It definitely was. It was a lot of fun, man. To be, everybody knows I love the NBA. Love the NBA. And to be out there. Here's the thing. So, I go to NBA games regularly, and, it was different. To be there in Vegas and everybody around you is yelling about what they got in, their tickets, it was like heaven. Right. So, everybody's sweating their games. Everybody's right there. It was fun. It was really funny. You walk outside, everybody's smoking right in front of the venue. You got Shaq, Ernie, and them right there. Shaq even said on the broadcast, so TNT, they were right there, right there.
Yep.
They on the broadcast, and Shaq he calls Halliburton Trae Young during the broadcast, and he goes, "My bad, that's all that cannabis right here behind me."
Yeah, that's disrespectful. Don't call that man Trae Young. Come on, man, knock it off.
Yeah, real talk. But Vegas, it's not real, man. I love it out there, man. I love it.
Yeah, man. Hey, you got to enjoy it, man. And you cashed the winning ticket.
And we cashed a winning ticket. That's how you write it up. I'm trying to cash another one today. That's what we do each and every day. It's a day in, day out grind. Hey, we got some great action to do. So I know you love college hoops. You're somebody who deep dives college hoops every day as well. So 102 games, like Eric said, I know this is right in your wheelhouse, man. Let's pull one out. Free pick wise for the guys. What are we looking at?
Oh, yeah, we're going to go to one of the more prominent ones on this slate, Alabama versus Purdue. I think this one's being played in Toronto, neutral site game. In this one, you got two of the more explosive offensive teams in the nation. You got Alabama coming into this one. They dropped 94 a game, 94.1 points a game, whereas Purdue, they dropped 84.9 points per game. Both of these teams shoot at a high percentage from the field, 49% for each, and from three. You have the number 10 3-point shooting team in the nation and the number 16 shooting 3-point shooting team in the nation. So individually, these teams do it in different ways. For Purdue, they do it with Zach Edey. They start off with him. He's going to run roughshod and in the paint. He's going to get whatever he wants because Alabama they really don't have anyone to stop him. And then they got some guards, that'll hit the three. Now on the other end, you got some guys on that Alabama squad, that Crimson Tide squad, that's gonna hit the three, whether they're guarded or not, and their guard play is gonna be a problem for Purdue's guards, So I expect a high scoring game, potent game, with both of these teams doing what they do, on the offensive end of the court. I don't really see any defense coming from Alabama. They give up 74, some odd points per game. So if this is going to be a low-scoring game, Alabama's in trouble, and I don't think they're in trouble on this one. I do like the over in this one, so that's my play. But I also expect a closer game. Whether who gets to cover, I don't know, because last couple minutes in the college basketball game, you never know what's going to happen. They play the foul game and all that. But I think this one gets over the 160.5 total.
There you go. Jovan taking the over here. So, Alabama was one of the best teams last year. They're not even ranked currently. Did they take that much of a fall off this year, losing Brandon Miller and company?
I not offensively. I can say that. They haven't offensively. Now, maybe on the defensive side, yes, they have. Reference the fact that they're not the top 25 team. They were number one for a long time last year.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
genuinely surprised. They did lose a lot of talent from last year's team, but they reloaded as far as their offensive play. And the proof is in the pudding as far as what their record says it is. So this is a long season. They could probably get back, squeeze in the top 25, but it really doesn't matter, for this particular game. I just think that Purdue, they're a strong team, but when they face more athletic teams, they get in trouble. So I expect a real good game in this one.
For sure. I think it's going to be a good game too. I will say fading Purdue for me this season hasn't been fun.
Hey, listen, I wouldn't advise you. I wouldn't advise you to fade Purdue, not in the non-conference portion of the schedule. Now in the Big Ten portion, there's spots where you could absolutely fade Purdue, because they play to their competition, they play to other teams' style of play, and with some of these Big Ten teams, they know Purdue. They know how they play, and they know how to offset Zach Edey's dominance. So, it's just one of those things.
Yes, sir. It's 12:30 start time for me. So what's that? 1:30 Eastern?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Should be a really good game. Can't wait. I'm for sure tuned into that one today on Fox. Hey, loaded card, man. I know you got some plays you really feeling today. What you got for sale today over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I got a few 5-packs going. How I like to break it off. noon time slot, noon to 2 o'clock time slot, I got a 5-pack. Then I got a 5-pack for the 3 to 5 o'clock time slot. And then I got another 5-pack. Actually, I got a couple different 5-packs for the nighttime on games and a couple 3-packs. I got 20 plays in all college basketball. I got the IST final, Pacers versus Lakers. I got that play going. So 21 plays in all for me, so I'm locked and loaded for today.
Hop on with my guy Joe Vaughn, Money Making Saturday. Hey, I know he's gonna tear it up, man. I appreciate you joining me as always, and we'll see you tomorrow as we talk some NFL.
Absolutely, I'll be here.
Appreciate you, my man. It's my guy Joe Von Burtz. Hop on with him over at Big Dogs Premium. Hey, 2 guys left. Y'all see who it is. Back on the Saturday show. He's been dissing us for a couple weeks. He's back though. Nah, I'm playing. We usually do double show, but there's no college football really today. What's up, Mitch?
Nothing much, man. Haven't seen you since you've been back from Vegas. Glad to see you made it back in one piece. I'm definitely jealous I didn't go, but we'll have plenty more Vegas trips in the future, and of course, hopefully, meet a lot of our Pick Dog family out there.
Yes, sir. It was a lot of fun. 24 in and out.
I've done it before. I've been to Vegas for a weekend trip, scheduled for a weekend, where my luggage never got there until Sunday morning, and I didn't even miss a beat. So it's like I've done it, so I know it, man. It's that kind of town.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. It was a lot of fun. Met up with Tony Brown. We got something to eat. It was a good time.
Good deal. Tony's always I always like to meet up with Tony out there. Of course, we saw him when we were there too. So.
Yep. It's my guy right there. There's a lot of action today, Mitch. College hoops. Eric gave me the exact number: 102 games in college hoops today.
That's line games. There's more games than that. Like if you go down to the lower divisions too. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. And I know there are people that bet those games as well, but I wish we could cover them all.
Right. We'll be here all day.
Goals, goals.
Yes, sir. What are we looking at free pick wise for the guys today?
I'm going to one of the big ones on the board. We got Villanova taking on UCLA. 2 teams look a lot different than they did last year. Of course, we saw UCLA for, it seemed like the last 10 years, had Hawkes and Campbell in the backcourt. And I mean, very tough to, it's the world of college basketball, right? You were just talking about Alabama and Brandon Miller and everything like that. It just doesn't last forever. And in some cases, it lasts a little longer than in other cases. And I think in the NIL world that we're sitting in now, I think it's that in a lot of cases, we're going to see these last a little bit longer than we've seen in the past because the players are making good money playing now. But, the Hawkes and Campbell gone. The expectations of the UCLA really aren't nearly as high as what we've seen in the past. But the thing is that the Bruins, when you look at their 2 losses, and I always like to look at teams' losses and evaluate those, I think, especially in the out-of-conference play, because I think when you look at the wins out of conference, it's generally against lighter competition. Yeah, they're going to beat LIU. They're going to beat San Francisco. They're going to beat Lafayette. They even beat Riverside by 1 point last time out as an 18.5-point favorite. But when it came time to step it up against the good teams like they did have to do here, 4-point loss to Gonzaga in Honolulu and a 2-point loss against a really good Marquette team who going to blow the doors off this Villanova team in Big East play. I don't think there's any really doubt or argument to that. What Villanova did is they raided the transfer portal with NIL money, and they went to a lot of these other schools and grabbed their top player. They were shameless about it. Wasn't like football where they kind of hide the money and don't talk about the money and don't talk about all those things. What they did is they just waved the money around and they said, you know what? We're going to go out there and we're going to go to Maryland. We're going to get their best player. But the problem is that there's still a chemistry out on the floor that has to happen. And we see this with teams like, we saw this pre-NIL with teams like Kentucky, who, I think was doing NIL all along, Kansas, teams like this where it's a one and done schools. Tough to get that team chemistry going in that first half of the season. I think that's what we're seeing here with Villanova. They've played a tough schedule too, but they've struggled against it. And, we saw that game against Penn. They were just done. I mean, they got just totally beaten that one. And now at this point, Villanova comes into this one. They've lost 3 straight games, and it's not against the better teams. Like, they beat Memphis, but Memphis was coming off of, the game against Arkansas. They beat Carolina by 2. They beat Texas Tech, and they beat Maryland, but they've lost to Penn, St. Joe's, Drexel, and then Kansas State last time out in a game that they were 2.5-point favorite on the road for. I don't even understand how they were favored in that game. They're living off the name. This is not a good. This Villanova team might be good in February, but they're not really good right now. And I think that this game is going to be a war. I think any points that you have could come into play. This is like a 2-point game, and we're getting points. It could go either way. I'm going to take UCLA in the points. I just don't even see how you can land on Villanova in this game.
Whew. It wouldn't be a day without Mitch latching on and bashing a team. It's almost
it's what we do.
But hey, I get it.
I'm not backing. I'm just saying they're not there. I'm just saying that they're not there yet. I think they have the talent on the roster. They were shameless in the transfer portal. You love the portal. These guys did it the right way. They went in with the stacks of cash, right? I mean, hookers, blow, whatever it takes, man. They got all the guys in there. They got everybody they went after. They got them all, but the chemistry is not there out on the floor. And I think, there's a chemistry, man. The guys that play together, and it's like, knowing where the guy's always going to be there, the behind the back pass, and, the guy's taking it straight to the hole. There has to be some kind of sync there, and there's not right now at Villanova. And I think there might be, in a month or two, but there's not right now.
Fair enough. The way they're playing, though, in all honesty, I wouldn't be laying points with them either. So everything you said is right on the head. I'm not a big
Mick Cronin guy by any stretch of the imagination, but this guy's one of the best recruiters, in the history of college basketball. I mean, not in the history of college basketball, but he's one of the best recruiters in the game. Kyle Neptune Kyle Neptune at Villanova, he went to Fordham, and then when Jay Wright resigned, he came back to Villanova. So he might have been better off staying at Fordham. I mean, to be honest with you. And I think they all would have been, because he's going to get fired here. And, now he's not going to have that Fordham gig.
Damn, college hoops it's a dirty game.
College hoops has always been a dirty game, and now that the money's out in the open, it's extra dirty.
Yep, I believe it.
I love it. I love it.
I believe it.
I don't know if you had the Thunder buddies with me last night. That was about as ugly as it got, man. I wanted to cry.
I wanted to cry too. They had every chance and every opportunity to grab that rebound and cover for us.
Not just that, Shea missed all those free throws in the last, it's like, oh my gosh. But it was like that was just one of those ones where it's like, how do they know? How did they know? How did they know? They got us, man. They got us good. I went 5-2, man. It's the one that, it's that one that's just burning me.
Yes, sir. I was right there with you on the Thunder buddies. I needed them boys yesterday. They'll be back. They got the dub. Still are.
We're sitting on a boatload of Thunder money. So we got there early. We're still there. So we always get there early. We were there early on the Pacers. There early on the Thunder. We've been getting them,
tearing them up. Let's keep doing it. It's a money-making day today, man. What you got for sale today over at the site?
I just have one, my $19 best play, and then I have a 3-pack. I also have a few other plays for long-term bettors, long-term package holders. It's the best deal. Any of the guys, not just for me, but any of the guys out there, get the long-term package. Like, so Jay, for instance, right? He charges $25. We'll just do the math for you. He charges $25 for his jam session pick. It's worth $50. I mean, at other sites, it'd be $100, right? $99. The deal, right? But I think he charges $80 for his 3-day pass. And if you use the discount code PICK, you get 15% off of that. So it's $12 off. It comes down to $67. It's cheaper than buying 3 individual picks, and you get all of his picks for the day. And some days he has like 6 or 7. Like, how many picks did you have yesterday? Like 4 or 5. So it's
5.
like Yeah, so you're getting $100 worth of picks a day for 3 days for $65 or something. It's like $20 a day. So like if you're not as big a bettor, it actually makes it more economical. And the further you go out, I know it's pending $300 for a lot of people. It's a lot for a month if you're just a small player and a parlay player and all that stuff. I get it, But if you can afford the 300, use the discount code pick. It ends up being like $7 a day and it ends up probably $1 a pick. So it's like it becomes more affordable. I understand there's the outlay. I understand.
Yep.
But I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. Of course, if you don't buy anything, we love you just the same.
Yep.
Almost the same. Almost the same. I'm just kidding.
Right.
I'm kidding.
Right.
I'm just kidding. That's how we are, and I think that's what's different about us than a lot of the other sites is that we really, I'm like I've told people I'm in live streaming groups and stuff like that, and they're always talking about all these technical things. Should I be using these effects or whatever? Like, I don't know. Just try everything, man. Just be you. It's like I know for us, it's like our show's off the air almost as long as what we talk about on the air. So sometimes it's like it's hard to get the button pushed to go live because we're talking so much.
Definitely. So yeah, man. Like Mitch said, hop on something long term. Pair us up. Pair Mitch and Romanelli up. Pair them up with Jovan. However you want to do it, man. It's a great money making day.
If you look at our board, like our NBA, I think like 70% of our cappers are plus money in the NBA. If you look at, just yesterday, like, 70% of cappers plus money. So all the picks are documented. And I think you can't go wrong. Even the guys that haven't been positive, I always say buy low, because it's like, they're going to hit their numbers. I said that about Big Al a month ago. He went up like plus 27. He's up like 2,700 units or something. Yeah. It's like you see a guy like Big Al or Jovan on a bumpy run. It's like, man, I'm buying their package too. I'll tell you that much. You don't get those chances all that often.
Nope. Sure don't.
You don't get it. So
when you catch lightning in the bottle, hey, you got to ride.
Yeah, because they're going to play to their number. But it's like if you have them on the bottom side of it, it's like, man, you're going to get way better than their number because, they've been on that bad. So it's like they're not going to hit 6 out of every 10. They're just going to hit 60%. So it's like whether it's 60, if it's 60% out of 50, well, they've got the bad side all out of it. So it's like now you're getting, they're due to hit 80.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I love winning money. I love
it too.
I love winning.
Just makes life just so much fun.
Life is better. But anyways, you guys jump on board. We appreciate all of you. And of course, Mr. Dime Club up next is going to talk all about making money. Eric loves making money. He doesn't like the games, but he likes to make money off of them.
Yes, he does.
It is an odd thing. I admit it, man. Because sometimes it sounds like it's like I don't want you guys watching the game. It's like I'm watching the game, Eric. Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, you did that video with Micah and Dave Miller. You saw we were all on that side of the coin. Like Dave would never watch it. It's just the world I come from.
I understand. I understand.
But don't get me wrong. I understand the enjoyment factor of it, but like.
Hey, if my Pick Dogs family wants to do a couple bong hits and watch the game, man, far be it from me to stand in front of them.
Exactly. And, the bottom line is, like I was saying on my video today, if you're
or hit it and then walk into the arena and watch it live,
Yeah, exactly.
So I'll give you a real funny story with Micah and his partner. I was in Vegas real quick. The first day, recreational marijuana became legal, and we flew in. We didn't know. We just flew in that day, and we went to the dispensary and we went around the corner. And you'll like this, Jay. And the guy buys the gummies, and the guy says, just cut it in a little piece. And I said, and I swallowed the whole thing. 4 days later, I was still messed up. Done. Never again. Never again. That's Vegas for you. You said Vegas isn't the real world. You are right. Vegas is not the real world.
It's not. It's
speaking of Vegas,
gas in the air.
Speaking of Vegas, I think one of the guys on this show will be in Vegas in a few days, huh, Mitch?
I'll be there on Monday for a few days. I'll be there Monday night through I think Thursday night.
I was thinking about flying out. I haven't decided yet, but man, Vegas is Vegas. But anyway, listen, like Mitch said, we love you. Even if you don't buy anything and you watch the videos, but If you're a larger player, to the opposite of what Mitch said, you want to pick up the Dime Club, send me a text message, 775-636-7676. Let's also talk about the ratings with Jay, not only Big Al. You had a 10-unit, I think that's your second 10-unit release on Monday with the Pacers. Then you came with a 5-unit release with the Pacers against Milwaukee. My complimentary selection today is the Pacers plus the 4. I can't. So I'm going to defer to you, Jay. Why are they making the Pacers a dog?
It's interesting. It's interesting. And when you look at it, they just beat two teams that are better than the Lakers, in my opinion, in the Bucks and the Celtics. And at its very similar line, it's mainly just due to name recognition. I kind of had Mitch was saying with Villanova a second ago. I kind of feel it's the same way here with the Lake Show. The Lakers are playing well. LeBron is playing well and all that, but so are the Pacers. They're here.
I gotta hand it to you. Like the other night with the first of all, with these totals, like I said on my video, you're so young, you don't remember. Mitch remembers when a high total was 180 in the NBA. Mitch remembers when the average total was 155, 160. You go, oh my God, the total's 180. I still can't wrap my head around these totals. Every total's 230, 240. I mean, Mitch, you remember, right? When you first started betting, NBA total was 150, 160.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. And Jay, I was going to ask you, do you get, I know you've been giving me all your sides on a rated basis for the Jays All Access. Do you get into totals?
Very rarely.
And what is the reason why the listeners and inquirers want to know?
I hate the way it makes me watch the game. That's purely, that's it. That's all it is. I just hate the way it makes me watch a game. I'm sitting there just ill. It's just an ugly feeling. It's just an ugly feeling.
Like a bookmaker told me one time, he said, when you bet the dog and the under, you start the game 2-0 and you're waiting to lose. When you bet the favorite and the over, you start the game 0-2 and you're waiting to win.
So yeah, that's all it is. I mean, I don't know. And for me, most days when I wake up, I'm not thinking about how many points are they scoring. I mean, I guess I should probably do it more, but I like to say they're winning. They're winning. They're winning. And in most days, there's enough games on the card to do that. So, you know, that's
well, like I said, for you guys out there, you got all the free information on the YouTube videos. If you're a larger bettor and you want to up your game to a rated system, and you want to know when Jay's putting 10 units on a game versus when he's putting 2 units on a game, and the same thing goes with Big Al, or you just want access to my Dime Club yesterday. By the way, normally I can't say anything about the Dime Club because normally I haven't released a play. I have released a play. I have one play already going on the Dime Club that's been released. It's a lower volume offering. Had one play yesterday, Oakland. They're currently, I think, the number one team, ATS. They're 9-2, believe it or not, ATS this season against the spread. And, you know, I got to ask you, Mitch, off topic as a free bonus play to the viewers. What's your take on this Brigham Young team? They are laying 3.5, 7-0 against the spread. And it seems like they can't do any wrong. And you tell me. I want to know what you think.
Rivalry game, man. I don't want to stand in front of a Mack truck, man. That's for damn sure.
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, you guys know where to reach me. 775-636-7676.
I think the Big 12, all the teams that came into the Big 12 this year, look really good. Houston, Cincinnati, and BYU. And I think they're all being a little disregarded. UCF, not quite as good, but they're not horrible either.
Right. Well, like I said, 102 main bettable games. You are right. You can go deeper, Mitch, but 102 main bettable games. And if you're a totals better, well, you can really have fun today because you got 102 games, 102 totals, 102 first halves, 102 second halves. You can literally lose your mind on a typical college real basketball Saturday. And like I said on my video this morning, Mitch, if you're a football fan, you know, you got to sit and wait on your hands till 3:00 Eastern Standard Time for the Army-Navy game. So get into the college basketball.
I'm not an Army-Navy guy. I appreciate, thank you for your service. I'm not one of these guys. It's an island game, as Costi calls them.
Right.
And it's not an island game that I'm interested in. To me,
it's more money bet on than any basketball game today.
I don't think so. I don't think so. No way. I think the Lakers game will have the most. And I think that you know, it might have more than the college basketball games, right, but not more than all the college basketball games combined.
No.
So I just think I don't know. To me, it's like it's an island game. I get it, but it's like it used to be on Championship Saturday up until a few years ago,
Right.
and I really liked it better in that spot. And then this day was always a day off of college football. Heisman, they give out the Heisman tonight, and and that's it. And then next week, 6 college football bowl games, and then I think it's college football or football every day of the week until January something.
Exactly. Alabama laying 2.5. We'll see how that line steams up on these early numbers. And that's the other thing for all you guys listening. Chris Ruffalo's putting out a bowl package where you can get these plays early before the lines move. You can text Costi at 775-636-7674. He's going through all these bowl games, and a lot of people will wait till the day of. And as you know, Mitch, that's not what the pros do. That they're already betting the bowl games now.
Yeah, I mean the lines will move, but the issue, of course, with betting bowl games now is that you're not 100% sure who's going to play in a lot of these games. The transfer portal is open, as well as guys opting out to prepare for the NFL draft, whatever the hell that means.
Right.
I guess the guys in the playoff don't prepare for the NFL draft, or only guys that are not in the playoff. I don't know.
When are you coming out with your rated plays? Everybody wants to know, Jay. And you can also text me for Jay's All Access.
Today's already out. I already put out today's.
The rated plays? Okay. Yeah. I haven't checked that
before the NBA. I sent it out early this morning. I think like 2:00 this morning. I went ahead and put it in.
Where did you stay in Vegas?
MGM. Right across the street. In and out.
Are you a table better, or you just go watch the games and leave?
I am barely, and I didn't really get a chance to. I was just so busy. But I'll be back soon.
Mitch, I haven't been with you in Vegas yet. What's your table game of choice?
Craps.
Oh, you and Mike and Sean are gonna have a blast.
Yeah, we did.
So I sat at a crab
we
table.
We crushed them last time.
I went to a crab table with Sean one time at Binion's. We got there at 12 midnight. We left at 7 in the morning. We stood there like our feet were in cement rolling.
I did that with Sean for 3 days the last time.
That's what Sean does, baby. He goes out there just to roll. That's it.
I think we were up. I think between Sean, Mike, and I think we were up 50,000 in the first hour.
Yeah, it's very easy to do.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, have a good trip out there. And like I said, rock and roll. We'll be here tomorrow, 775-636-7676. Let's roll. It's a big 102 game Saturday.
Any last words from you, Mitch?
Nope. Just enjoy the day. And, of course, we'll be back tomorrow, roundtable for NFL Sunday. Only 5 more weeks of regular season NFL left. It's hard to believe.
You still think it's the Bird Bowl, buddy? He's still calling Philly against the Ravens.
Ask him what you think about my boys tomorrow. I want to know.
What do you think about Dallas tomorrow? Nah. I love kids. They're so honest.
Yeah.
Nah.
I get it. I get it. Well, that's the show, man. That's the show, everybody. I appreciate every last one of you guys that tuned in. Smash that like button for us. Our favorite plays, the plays that we like the most, plays we got the most money on, are at Pick Dogs Premium. If you want to rock with us over there. And yeah, man, let's make some money today. I know everybody keep asking me about the jam session. If y'all want me to be 1,000% with y'all, it's only one game today, and my top play, of course, is the NBA play. If you know me, you know what it is. So I really don't even got to say too much. And then the total, I don't really like the total. So I don't want to force feed y'all some bullshit. So that's what it is. That's what it is. I'll probably put out a video here right after the show.
Or you just tell them life's too short to bet the under.
So we'll see. We'll see. I'll post one here in a second because I guess you guys want to hear my opinion. But y'all know. Y'all already know, man. Let's get it done today. Let's make some money on a Saturday. Appreciate each and every one of y'all boys. We out of here.